Shalom, shalom, shalom. Barakatah Yahweh Bashem Mashiach Yahushai Bashem Rakar Kadash. Peace and power to the Father of lights, Yahweh, and his beloved Son Yahushai. Peace and power to the throne of King David, sons, daughters, and the elect of Israel. It's your King and Shepherd with another message of daily edification. All praises due. I wanted to, just for a moment, talk today about royal blood. And do you have it? Royal blood, and do you have it? That's to you kings, that's to you priests, that's to you prophetesses, and to you princesses. Do you have it? See? Now, what I'm about to say is going to go against the norm, because the only thing you probably know about royal blood is, I don't know, some of the movies you might have watched, some of the old movies, where these dudes be up in the royal parliament. Hear ye, hear ye. Niggas wearing white wigs and shit and robes and walking around looking down on everybody like, That ain't royal blood, man. That's why when I say I'm a king, nobody believes me. You know why? You're no king. You're not a king. You don't sound like a king. No, I don't sound like a king that you grew up watching on TV that you done formed in your head. You don't think I'm a king because I cuss a lot. You don't think I'm a king because I get mad. You don't think I'm a king because I call things the way they are and not with what the fuck you want them to be. So I can't be a king. See, you want a king that you formed in your own head. But what is a real king? What is royal blood? Well, I'm going to tell you. Royal blood is living and speaking the truth and being connected to the Father of lights. That's what royal blood is. Right? There's a lot in there. There's a lot in what I just told you. It's not what you think. Right? Now, there are some things that a man of the Lord must possess. All right? There are some things that a man of the Lord must possess in order to be a king. Along with that, now you ladies, I gave you yours. The 4 pillars. All right? 4 pillars. All right? Shamefacedness. All right? With faith, charity, and holiness, with sobriety. Right? Well, what is it that men must possess in order to be a king? All right? Well, I'm going to give you there. These are 14 virtues that a man must have. All right? Now, you can look this up on Google. It's the 14 virtues of Marcus Aurelius. But Marcus Aurelius got these from the godly examples. All right? Of the men of old, from the line of Shem, who are Hebrews. These fucking crackers got everything from us. I'm going to tell you men what the 14 virtues are. Number 1 is wisdom. That's the first. And how do we know that Marcus Aurelius got this from the scriptures? Well, let me pull out a precept. Let's go to Go to Psalms 111, verse 10. The fear of the Lord is the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandments. His praise endureth forever. Now let's go on back to the 14 virtues. What's the first virtue of Marcus Aurelius? Wisdom. See what I'm saying? We can go all the way down the line. I'm not going to bring out scripture for scripture. I'm just doing that to give you an example, to show you that Marcus Aurelius, which was a Roman emperor, all right, a Roman emperor, if you will. These are the 14 virtues that men must have, all right? Number 1, wisdom. This virtue is about understanding the nature of things, discerning what is truly good and bad, and making sound judgments. It involves rational thinking, self-awareness, and the ability to see things as they truly are, not as we wish them to be. In essence, wisdom is about knowing what to do and what not to do, and acting in accordance with that knowledge. You got that? Number 2, justice. Justice, all right? Morality, in the Stoic sense, goes beyond mere legality. It encompasses fairness, honesty, and treating others with respect and consideration. It's about recognizing our incorrectness and acting in a way that benefits the whole community, right? This includes fulfilling our duties and responsibilities towards others and upholding ethical principles in all of our actions, all right? That's the second virtue that a man must have, right? Courage, number 3. Courage is not just about physical bravery in the face of danger, but also about facing life's challenges with resilience and strength of character. It is about enduring hardship, overcoming adversity, and standing up for what is right, even when it's difficult. This virtue also involves facing our fears and doubts with equanimity and maintaining our integrity in the face of external pressures. Virtue number 4, temperance, moderation. Temperance is about practicing self-control and moderation in all aspects of life. It's about finding balance and avoiding excess in our desires and emotions. It involves regulating our impulses and passions and living in accordance with reason. This virtue also includes recognizing the impermanence of things and not becoming overly attached to material possessions or fleeting pleasures. All right. Hold on a minute, y'all. My internet is acting up. All right. So, there are 10 more virtues. All right. But I'm going to take this time to give some of you brothers out there some, what was the word I'm looking for? Some inspiration to search it out for yourself. But the 4 that I gave you, these are the 4 Stoic virtues, all right, that a man must have in order to be a king. Wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. All right? That's it. If you missing those 4, you're not going to be here very long, if at all. If at all. Now, what does it mean to be a king in the royal house? Well, like I said, number 1, you got to be wise. All right? You got to be wise. See, we base a king on what these damn Japhites, all right, have showed us what a king is supposed to be. All right. It's not about being a people pleaser. It's about being a man of the Lord that has balance, wants to bring glory, first of all, to the Father of lights and to the kingdom. And he has the balance and the wisdom to do the right thing in any situation that he finds himself in, regardless of his feelings. All right. That's why Acts 10:34 says what? The Most High is no respecter of persons. All right. You can't be a respecter of persons here. All right. So, if you got royal blood, these 4 virtues, just these 4, like I say, you could look up the other 10. These 4 virtues, all right, are going to be tested. All right. They're going to be tested. Let me give an example. Virtue number 3, courage. It says it's not just about physical bravery in the face of danger, but also about facing life's challenges with resilience and strength of character. It's about enduring hardship, overcoming adversity, and standing up for what's right even when it's difficult. This virtue involves facing our fears and doubts and equanimity and maintaining our integrity in the face of external pressures. It means you don't crack under pressure. It means that when you find yourself in a real bad, tight situation, you govern yourself accordingly. And sometimes you're going to be tested to just trust the Most High, pray, and hang on. I'm going to tell y'all something. It's been a long road getting here where I'm at. I've been being tested long before I knew I was being tested. What do you mean? Well, I explained. All right. I told y'all I was a won't-he do it for years. 17 to be exact. Yeah, I was a preacher. All of that. See, what the Most High did, he just revealed it to me just a couple of days ago, y'all. I said, in my spirit, because I talk to the Most High through the spirit. I talk to the Father of lights just through questions. I don't say it out loud, I'll think it. I say, Father, why did I have to go through all that with the gorilla? Getting, hit on and slapped on and, why did you do that? I just want to know. He told me. I told you about Yahushua, right? What his position is. He's a priest, right? So the Most High revealed to me that he allowed me for 17 years to walk in the shoes of a priest, because that's all a reverend is in the church, is a priest. He's a priest. I did weddings, I did funerals, I did services, I did communion, I did all of that for 17 years. And during that 17 years, I had to live the life of being a man of peace, right? I had to be a man of peace. I had to forgive people that, fucked me over. I got laughed at. I got ridiculed. I got all of that. All right. I had to sit in these old funky ass church houses. Okay. I had to be around people that were known hypocrites, whoremongers, and everything else, while maintaining my integrity. The whole 17 years in church. Now, what would y'all say if I said, yeah, the whole 17 years church, man, only fucked like 4 women? I ain't sleep with not one woman in 17 years in the church at all, period. No kind of way. I was faithful to my wife, even though she was a gorilla. I had to, and I was doing that because I believed in Jesus. As much as I hate to admit it, but that's what kept me from going off, right? And during that time, as a preacher, as a man of the Lord, right? I'll tell you something. I lost everything. I was broke. My credit was fucked up. I rolled around in raggedy ass cars. My wallet was always empty. All right. I was operating out of character because I wasn't used to being like that, man. I came out of I came out of just being a regular nigga in the street, working and hanging out and doing dumbass shit. And now all of a sudden I'm thrust into this life. But I held out. Even through the fighting and arguing, the black eye. Look, y'all, she got me so good, my eye was like this. It was fucked up. Had that happen twice. Didn't retaliate, didn't fight back. It felt like shit, man. I want to break her fucking neck. But because of my love for Yahweh Shai at the time, who I thought was Jesus, I took it, man. I took it. All right? The bitch kept me broke all the time. I took it. All right? Was on my damn accounts. I was making money, man. I was making big money. I got broke down so bad I didn't have a car to catch the bus to work and have to ride a fucking bike. Let me tell you how bad it was. When my mama found that out, man, my mama cried. She said, I don't know what happened to you, Mike. It's funny now, but even it broke my mama's heart, man, to watch me take all of that shit, man. All right. Even some of my old friends, man, was looking at me like, man, I don't like this dude here, man. I'll run around trying to quote Jesus to people and tell them about the Bible. I always had that desire in me, Then I was going at it with pastors, one after the other, church after church. Got thrown out of a couple of churches, one in particular, New Covenant in Long Beach under Pastor Vickers. Head looked like a goddamn sheep's ass. Nigga's head was gray and nappy. I call him the evil MC Hammer. Motherfucker threw me out the church in front of everybody, man, because I told him having women preachers was wrong. I was standing on the word. Am I tooting my own horn? No, I'm just telling you my road of how I got here. And what I'm telling you, that these 4 virtues is important to the Most High. All right? He was testing me that whole time. Will he break? Will he crack? No. He knew I wouldn't, but I had to know that I wouldn't. Royal blood means, it don't mean that the blood in you makes you who you are. It means that who you are makes your blood royal. Y'all got it twisted. See? And all praises to the Most High Yahweh B'Shem HaMashiach Yahushai. When he finally ended my road that day, when we moved out here in the Lancaster, and he took me out of that damn church, and the pastor I was under, Pastor Howard, took my Sunday school class, took my Bible study class on Tuesday night, took my young adult leadership class that I was over. I was over all of that in church, y'all. Nigga got mad, clipped all my shit. Then finally, after 17 years of that, after 17 years of me only getting 1 or 2 preaching assignments a year because pastor didn't want me preaching to nobody, started getting mad and shit. Because I would tell the truth. I would preach sermons that they couldn't preach. I could preach about not being a whoremonger because I wasn't a whoremonger. I could preach about not being trying to take people money on because I wasn't in that position. I didn't do shit like that. All right. I could preach about trying to be a good husband because I tried to be a good husband. Right. And after long last, he took me on out of there, moved us out here for 3 years. I decompressed, and then he brought me into the truth. Then I went on a 4-year journey from 2011 to 2014, 3 years. 3-year journey of intense study with myself. The Most High taught me himself, right, through these scriptures. And then after that, I went on another road. I started going, house to house. And this is about the time that y'all came into my channel, back in 2018. All right. I had done an intense study those years before I even started the channel. And when I was learning what I learned, I first went to the preachers. They didn't accept me. Then I started going to my old friends. Some of them accepted me. Some of them didn't. I started doing lessons at people's houses. Anybody that wanted the truth, I was there. I had a board, all right, a marker board where I could, write things down. They could take notes. I bought my books. I bought everything, man. I opened up, okay? And then from there, the Most High transferred me to the rod of iron. After years of that. And then now I've been in this for how many years? What, 7? About to be 7. All right, we in the 7th year now, about to go into the 8th year on this. So what I'm trying to tell you is royal blood, and do you have it? What are you willing to put up with? Royal blood is not something, it means that it's going to separate you from everybody else. Now, what I was dealing with, the fighting, the arguing, being broke, all of that. Then got divorced. I initiated the divorce because I was tired, right? But here's the funny thing. When I divorced, things got worse. Now I have to pay alimony, child support. Got my son took from me. Y'all know the story, right? Well, I'm going to tell you something. During that time, I'll say this much. I stayed solid. I ain't going to say it was easy. I ain't going to say that I didn't have to let out a couple of tears every now and then, but I did. But I didn't quit. That's what makes you royal. Each one of y'all out there got your own test. See, royalty is not an easy road. It's a bumpy one. Royalty is a bumpy road. And it's bumpy to see and to show that you have what it takes to be royal. Now, I know men that have went through a divorce, had to pay some alimony and child support. That's it, just that. And you know what some of them did? Quit their job, got on dope, started smoking crack, became an alcoholic, and homeless. That ain't royal. I'm not getting on them because I know the pain and the pressure that it puts on a man. Not to mention all of the other things that happen in society. It's just that, if he didn't have those virtues that the Most High instills, all right, if he doesn't act on it, he has a chance. But if he doesn't act on it and exercise that, he will get swallowed up. We've had some brothers in here fall out. Very same thing. Very same thing. So you can't just say you got royal blood without the demonstration that you have it. And some of y'all in here, you dying. Hey, ladies, I ain't putting y'all out either, man. Some of y'all, you in here, you got to have royal blood. How many of y'all didn't have to raise kids by yourself? Do things that you didn't want to do, get divorced. It takes strength to do that. It takes strength to not sit in a bad position. Yeah, you got divorced. Now you got less money. All right, less money to go around. But you persevered. You held the standard. All right. If you got a son or a daughter and you had a husband that was no good, all right, you knew he wasn't no good. You showed your son or daughter, no, this is what don't happen. You don't just hang on to a man because he's a man. You want to hang on to a man because he is a real man that is a leader to this family. If he's not leading and I'm leading him, I don't need him. You showed that boy that. You showed that little girl that, and when she grows up, she won't have she won't have that mindset to just hang on to somebody because even though they're no good for her. You know what I'm saying? So that's royalty right there. And guess what? I ain't saying it wasn't easy. I ain't saying that it was easy. I'm not saying that you had to walk over rose petals, but what I am saying is you trusted the Most High to take care of you, and he did it, and he's still doing it. Some of y'all out there getting tested in other ways. Maybe you living somewhere you really don't want to live right now. It's a test. Are you going to crack? Are you going to give up? Or is that royalty going to shine forth? That's the question. And only the person can answer that is you. I know for me and my sake, and for my house, that's why can't nobody tell me I'm not no king and that I'm not royal. I know I am. And I don't need anybody to tell me that. But they like to attack that here. You ain't no king. Nigga, fuck you. You would have been crumbled if you knew my road and you had to walk it. You'd have been crumbled. So Don't take my speech as a means to an end to say I ain't royal. And I don't talk like fucking Edward the Longshanks. All right? Don't do that. That has no effect on me. All right? I'm a king that was raised from a neighborhood that's known worldwide. South Central Los Angeles. They know that shit all the way in China, in Japan, in Australia. Everybody know about my neighborhood and how fucking ratchet it is. And trust me when I tell you, it is. Now, do I corner the market on that? No, man. We got fucking Philly, New York, all right? The 5 boroughs in New York, all right? Certain parts of Florida, Atlanta, there's ghettos everywhere. Houston, Texas, 5th Ward, 3rd Ward, all right? All of that. We can call hoods out all day. But I don't know anything about them, all right? But I do know this. I do know that through everything that South Central had to throw at me, I made it out. And I'm a man of the Lord. That makes me royal. I ain't on dope. I ain't no alcoholic. All right? I get a little drink here and there. All right? But you don't see me sprawled out somewhere at the park with the homies, you know, drinking Thunderbird mixed with grape Kool-Aid, all right, sitting there slobbing on myself, or some Mad Dog 2020. Nah, I drink good shit when I can. I like Uncle Nearest. Yeah, I like me a good old-fashioned with some Maker's Mark bourbon. I like that, all right? I like beer. I like Red's Apple Ale, the green and the red one. I like Samuel Adams. Yeah, the 22s. I like that shit. All right. So, whether or not you got royal blood, hey, know that it's not the blood that makes you, it's you that makes the blood royal. Through your actions, through how you live, all right? Through how you persevere, through how you don't give up. Did you ever see that movie 300? Remember Leonidas, the king of Sparta? When he was a teenager, they kicked him out of the camp in a thing that's called the Egogi, where he has to prove himself before he's a king. He's out there for years and years, starving, fighting, scrapping, fighting with wild animals on his own, holding his territory by himself, fighting other people, trying to rob him and kill him. And then he finally makes it back with that wolf skin around his neck, man. Shit. That motherfucker was ready to rule. All right? If you can go into the jungle and come back 10 pounds heavier, you ready. All right? The jungle ain't ate you up, you ate up the jungle. That's what makes you royal. All right? So, this is just to encourage y'all out there that might be feeling that, you know, woe is me and I'm having a hard time. Yeah, nigga, but you handling it though. That separates you from non-royalty. See, everybody can't rule. Everybody can't lead. Everybody can't do that. All right? You only royal because you eat up the circumstances and you don't let the circumstances eat you up. You always find a way. You always find a way to connect with the Father. You always find a way to know that He's going to give you what you need to get through what you're going through. Period. That's what makes you royal. Or you could be non-royal. Crying, whining, bitching and complaining, sniffling, you know, always putting your shit out there for people to see it so they'll feel sorry for you. Man, fuck all that, man. Dig in. Dig in and get the shit done. You dig? Dig in and get the shit done, man. Trust the Most High. Wait. I don't care how long it takes. He made you a fucking promise, man. 2 things I never seen, all right, is the righteous forsaken or a seed begging bread. Believe that. All right? And when you believe that and you allow the Most High to work in your life and you don't crack before He can get to you, or you don't crack before His test with you is done, then you know that you got royal blood. All right? Hope this helps somebody out there trying to keep us hanging on. This world is continually crumbling. All right? Don't get it fucked up, man. This world is on its way out. All right, so this message is for the 12 tribes of Israel, all of you in here. Barakatah Yahweh Ba'Shem HaMashiach Yahweh Shai. Peace and blessings to you. I pray that this message finds you well and in good spirits. All right, all praises. This your King and Shepherd KD, and I will see y'all on the next go round. KD out. I salute you. Shalom.